Welcome back to Anno 1800, a new series that is covering the New Horizon mod, which creates basically a whole new DLC. We have a whole new region based on Asia, we have a new tier of population, the Magnet, in the old world, and all of this. Now, we haven't really unlocked a lot of this content yet, but we're getting there, and don't hesitate to check in the video description below if you want to see the first few episodes, in particular the first one where I showed you how to install this mod and how to, everything that is covered by this. But yeah, so far, we have a couple of islands already, as you can see. We have reached the artisan tier over here in our starting island. This is pretty good. We have also a second island over here that I went to very quickly to try to make sure we have access to hop fertility. And that island is fine too, slowly but surely we've been growing it. The population is pretty good, almost 1,200. Actually, we have 1,200, sorry, of workforce on this island. And last but not least, we found this gigantic one over here, which also has a hop, so that is great. And on this one, we have already built quite a few. Actually, in between the end of the last episode and the beginning of this one, I just started to build all of these. There's just a couple left over here. And we have built 2 pieces here of land, or using some of our stamps. I have videos on all of those stamps in my on my channel. You can find it in the video description below. But yeah, we have basically one stamp super efficient for the war clauses, and then one stamp very efficient for all of my schnapps. So we have the basic production right for these guys as farmers. We have also done something slightly sneaky, which is if you go over here into your trade post, right, and in particular in your construction material, you can set standing selling and buying order. And in particular, I think on this island here there is no clay deposit, so I have put a standing order to buy bricks, and Archibald send ships all over the map like this one, and what he's gonna do is basically sell you some of these. Similarly, I think I've done the same on that one, but they haven't started to actually buy bricks and steel. You can also sell this. Now do note that it is limited though. They cannot sell you 200. They have limited amount. We also have a couple of new quests that I've just started, so we're gonna try to do it. And last but not least, if you look at our base over here, I just built a new production over here, or started to build it, it's not finished, which is gonna be about the weapon factory. We do need a bit of steel, and I'm bringing steel with this ship, so it should be fine. But let me show you this production of weapons. It has, at the end, a weapon factory. Then it's gonna use furnace, which uses steel, but it's not this steel there. This one is steel beams. It is basically the one just before. And this is made out of iron and made also out of coal. We haven't unlocked yet the coal mines. This comes with 250 artisan, but we can place basically charcoal clean. These are buildings like this, which similar to your wood production or your wood production. They need a cultivation area, so they need basically enough trees. But with that, you produce some coal. And in terms of the numbers, this is 15 seconds, this is 30. So if you want to bring it to 15, you need 2 of them, right? Then this is also 30. So for one of these mines, you can have 2 of those furnaces. And then this is 130, right? So you can have tons, because if I have 3, that means 30, but I can go to 50, right? So what you can then do is potentially have another, like a steelwork, or actually I think what we're gonna do is we're going to delete one of these. We're going to have 2 of these. Let's press 1 build and 1 like this. So this way we're gonna start to build some steel beams and also some weapons. The only thing is for weapons, we need a couple of these. So there it is. And now I'm gonna go start doing those missions. So let's go. As I was saying, yeah, we're gonna go over here. Now we are very low on workers, so we're gonna need to increase on them. Oops, that is not the one I wanted, sorry, my bad. This is the one I wanted, right? So that we start making some actual weapons. But yes, as I said, we're pretty low on workers now, so let's push my worker population. We cannot get lifestyle needs anytime soon. Yeah, soon we could get the beef, I guess. Did we unlock the beef already? Yes, we did. So I could get the beef. And how many is that? That is 2 workers and 6 coins. That's pretty good, actually. So let's see if we unlock it. How many are we talking about? We are talking about just 1. So yeah, that makes sense. Let's go for it. Actually, I can even do the red pepper on this island. So that is great. But let's start with the beef first. So this also requires a couple of these modules, right? And for this module, it's actually 4. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. build it. And this is producing not a lot at all, I remember that actually. So this is not even enough for one of them. Unless we go over here and we boost it by 100%, by 50%, sorry. We should have enough now, yes. Okay, so that's gonna give me a couple of workers. And then we're gonna go to this island over here and do the same, right? We need to start getting a lot of workers over here so that we can start, actually, I think this is the island where we're gonna continue even further than workers. But let's go, and all of these guys, maybe, you're gonna be my workers. Up. So this is now a port town, so they're gonna want, you know, a church, which means I need some wood, of course. They're gonna want a school at some point, and a police station. They're also going to want a lot of these new production over here, right? Like these. So let's get started with some new stamps. Yeah, this is pretty efficient. Let's see, where does it fit? Can it fit over here? No, I don't think so. Okay, yeah, let's put it here. That's okay. I'm gonna place it there. Done. And we do need obviously some wood, but that's okay. Then we're gonna do the same for bread. Where is the basic bread with services? Oh, that is pretty big now. Let's see on this side. Let's put it one tile. Yeah, so we're gonna have a way to come out. Oh no. Okay, we do have a way if I delete those trees there. Okay, so let's go here. There, perfect, and we connect. Good. We have some mines there, so that will be useful in the future. So we've done the bread, we've done the sausage, we need soap. So basic soap. Oops, wrong one. And obviously this is pretty helpful that we have built in the past all of these stamps, but I built them all, so I don't think this is cheat. This is just me using what I've built before. Okay, let's put it here. So that is 2, and then the one we haven't done before is actually the hop. Right? So let's see. Some hopper. Basic. Oh, that is big. That is big. Is it gonna fit anywhere? It fits basically over here, barely. I just need to extend slightly some of the hop and maybe delete these trees here. Okay, so this guy needs just a few more, 3 more. This one is fine. This one needs more. Oof. Okay, it's a bit stuck on this side, but that's fine. And then these ones also will need a lot more. So let's delete the trees here. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below if you want to see more or less of, you know, this building process. I know I could have a rush super fast, you know, to investor, but I'm trying to do it well. This is gonna be, you know, critical, given that this new mod is really endgame. We're gonna be attacked in the old world by P4ians, so we need to make sure that we are in good shape. Okay, so that one is finished. This is fine. Oh, this is not fine. Yeah, one of them is not fine. So let's expand slightly here. Ah, it's not connected. Okay, let's fix that. Now we're gonna need a lot of wood, but that's okay. We're starting, you know, we have 2 blocks of wood working there. So it should be fine. Let's start with the sausage here. Up, we're gonna start with 2. Should be fine. May need 1 more of these though. Okay. So we have done 1. Let's go here. Let's do the next one. Ah, I see we have a need for steel probably. Yes. I didn't actually put a buy order on steel. My bad. Because I'm planning to also start making steel over here. And we've been using a lot of money to build all of this, including some of those decorations. You know, they cost a lot of money. So if we are a bit out of money, we can just delete some and then we get back some money. Okay, so yes, this is starting. Let's start some bread. Yeah, 1, 2. Let's go with 2. 1 of these and 2 of these. Okay. We're gonna need some steel. How are we doing there? We arrived. Where's my ship? Middle of nowhere. Don't ask me why. I'm looking for floatsmen. There is one just here. Okay, that's why I'm here. One. And then there is one somewhere over here. Without seeing it, it's hard to pick it up. Then we're gonna want to go to Omaras and then to Archibald. Okay. First, let's finish this one. We can also buy some resource and we can sell some soap. This is a great way to make money early in the game. Okay, so we need to deliver to him, make some money, and then we will go back. We said to Mara. What is this mission over here? It's fine if sometimes we don't do all of them. He needs to go Archibald, but you know, sometimes there's good things, like he wants us to go to Archibald, she wants us to go to Archibald, so that is perfect, that works well. Speaking of Archibald, he's starting to sell some some ships, but these ships are not military ships. They have a lot of, they can transport a lot of cargo, but they don't have any military. So I'm not gonna buy this one. I think we should first get a bit of military going. Speaking of which, I think my workers over here, they should be, yeah, they're happy with beef. So that's great. And therefore, we're close to parity here. So we should be making some steel. We should be making some weapons. Now we have 7 now in storage. That's great. Oh, what's happening here? He's escorting somebody. Oh, maybe he's just escorting, yeah, I guess. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Let's give it a second for it to arrive. Oh, it's actually pretty far. We have gotten a book, by the way, Small Alcohol Tax. If you put it into a town hall, it will produce bonuses, income for residents that have beer, schnapps, champagne or rum, but it will decrease the happiness. Newspaper, always look at it, right? Especially if you have negative things you may want to change, but even if you don't, you may want to check, like over here, we have this boost of income 7%, that's pretty good, right? We can, for example, change that one. We have enough of influence, so that's not a problem. Okay, how are we doing there? We have now more. We have bought a bit of steel, that's great. So let's get started with some of these. 1, 2, 2. Okay, this has started. I don't know if we have enough, we'll check that just now. We have started the sausage, so now let's go here for the beer. So the beer will require some hop. It will require also some malt, and the malt is made out of wheat. And then last but not least, it will go into the brewery. The numbers are also pretty funny, but let me just move this one first. So we need to deliver it here. That's pretty close. So maybe we just deliver that first, and then we'll go to Archibald. But yeah, let me show you quickly the beer. So we are talking about 1 minute for the brewery. Then the malt is 30 seconds. So one of these can support 2 breweries. Then we have 30 seconds here. It's 1. So we need 2 grain farms for this 30 seconds there, and then 2 of these. And then on the other hand, for hop farm, it's 1 minute and 30. So you need 3 of these to bring it to 30 seconds. And I think here, this is basically double that. We have 4 of these. We have 6 of the hop. We have 2 malt, and we have 4 bread. Right? So we have double this if you wish. So we're making 1 every 15 seconds. Or to say it differently, we are actually making 4 per minute. Okay, now it's time to go to Archibald. And basically we need to get over here without being found by the ship of the line. So it's fine, it's pretty slow. And when we get closer, we can see how to avoid. Okay, pick up chocolate. Where? Oh, it's actually on the way. So again, it's a good thing. We still have a bit of time. So let's just do that. And yeah, over here, we should be starting to support quite a big population. I don't think the productions are aligned, and that's okay. We're going to build the church and the police station, and then do a few more upgrades of houses. The idea is maybe we keep all of these as normal farmers, all of these as workers, and maybe a couple of artisans too in a sec. Okay, how are we doing on this side? I mean, we are pretty low again on workers, so let me just upgrade a few more workers. This is going to create, I think, a problem on some of the productions, so let's check them out. We're actually still good here. Okay, we're actually pretty good everywhere. Oh no, we're not good on bread. Okay, we're gonna need to boost bread, and we need to boost also the meat. Okay, so maybe we put one here, and we know we need 4. 1, 2. Can I fit some in the back there? Only 1. Okay, better than nothing. And just in the road. Good. Yes. Which is fine. We have 1 bread there. It probably means though we will need a bit more of these. Let's push it 1 tile. So we have space for road. Good. And then, you know, we can go into those corners here, no problems. This is the great thing with farms, is use all of the space you have. Okay, so let's build it all. And hopefully we're good now. Okay, how are we doing on this side? Yeah, we're getting there. Let's take a quick look at our diplomacy. We may want to try to get the parrots to like us. So flatter them from time to time. And then in the future, if we're really strong, you know, we may start doing some of these. She is very happy with us. Let's keep it like that. We have also these 2 here. Flatter them doesn't really cost you anything. There's just a risk of it doesn't work. And in that case, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm pretty low on money. So I'm not going to do one where I think they're going to want money in exchange. Okay, so here it is. We got chocolate. Now it's time to go past this thing. Oh, there is 2 now that we need to avoid. Because we have multiple missions, right? So we need to be careful. But hopefully we can make that happen. Okay. We are over here, so it's not that far. Maybe I'm gonna go over here. And then we'll see it. In the meantime, let's continue to upgrade this side. And I see that some of these houses here cannot be upgraded. Why? Oh, it is just one that cannot be upgraded because the market is slightly too far. So what you can do at this point is instead of having a normal road, you go for a paved road that is close to the market. So the market is here, and that will extend the range. So if you look over here now, it's fully green, and so we'll be able to upgrade it soon. The ship has arrived, so let's get ready to avoid these enemies. Oh, there's quite a few now on this side. But maybe we lay them past and then we go. Need to avoid, right, these circles. Ooh, perfect. Perfect. 15,000, I'm sorry, I don't have that kind of money unless we manage to sell enough, gain enough here. Let's see it in a second. We have 38 seconds remaining on that mission. Oh, but we're not gonna see it. Okay, we got some stuff over here. Okay, nice. So let's capture some of those things. Now we need to re-deliver them somewhere else. And we have 11 minutes for her and 19 for the others. We did get a lot of money there, but I don't actually have anything to spend it, like no space. Oh, no, sorry, actually, my bad. We could sell also this, and then we'll have space to buy something like steel. And just get some money, actually. So we can do this and sell it. And then, as I said, maybe we buy... Oh, there's not a lot to buy. Okay, well, let's still buy it. And there's not a lot to buy because some of the enemies may have been buying, but also more importantly, maybe it's just, you know, us buying it in the other cities. Okay, now that we have a lot more workers, let's build the sailing shipyard. It costs quite a bit of workers and money when you activate it, but when it's not activated, it doesn't actually cost anything, if I remember correctly. We have access right now to 3. We have access to the schooner. This is a very small one. It can transport and it's pretty fast, but it's not military. We have the gunboat. This is a small military one. Then we have the frigate. This is a bit more of a medium, let's say, military one. It does also have a bit of transport, 3 cargo slots. Then the clipper is the one that Archibald was saying. And last but not least, we have the ship of the line. This is really strong military, but it requires 750 artisans, as you can see. So I think we're just going to build right now 2 of these frigates. So we have a couple of things that can help us defend. All right. And then let's continue to expand on this side. This house here should be ready. Yes. So we have now a lot of workers. We don't have enough farmers, it seems. So let's expand a bit my farmer population with just basic farmer. Yeah. So this is not a great. Actually, sorry. Let me just do this. I'm going to copy that all the way to this island and just add that on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is, I think, something here blocking. And let's build them all. Okay, so we should be back into farmers. To be able to get them to artisans, we're gonna need a school. We have what it takes, so let's build a school and then upgrade quite a few of these to artisans and continue moving forward. We should even have some beer now. Oh, no, we don't have enough, I guess. Let me check. Look at the beer. Why does it say 0? Oh, we forgot to build the breweries. My bad. But even 1, I don't think is gonna be enough. Yeah, so we're gonna need at least a second one. And in that case, if we want 2, that means 1 of these, that means a second here, and that means 3 of these. Okay. Oh, there is a short, yeah, I mean, that's the island I'm on. We could potentially get them by also starting to give some soap and the flour too. So let's get started on that. Actually, maybe we make flour over here. Let's go. So just basic production, bread. 1, 2. Start this other warehouse. 1, 2. Let's see how many we can fit, because that's quite a lot of fields needed, right, for these farms without any items. Right, 103. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to fit 2. How much is that? 60. And if I move these 2 on this side here, I get just a bit more. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. So let's build those 2 and 1 like this. Hopefully that will be enough for that. And let's check on productions. Not too bad, not too bad, okay. We are a bit low on farmers. So what we're gonna do is add more markets over here. And another pub. Because anyway, the pub is pretty far. And then some more houses. It's a long line of houses. Okay, good. Done. And we just need to build all of this. And my ship still hasn't arrived. Ah, it's almost there. Almost there. Let's accelerate the time slightly. We're also slightly low on farmers on this side. I think if we just add a couple, should be fine. Okay, so Beryl is happy, 20,000. We also got some fire bombs, which could be useful to defend, but we could also sell. This is member club. This is for the investor. I don't think we need it right away. And then let's deliver on this side. Okay. It was noting that if I buy one of these clipper, then it may be a military ship that appears. So sometimes you may want to just buy it, even if you don't need it, just to get something else. I think we also forgot to go over here where there's gonna be the 3rd AI. So maybe we go there after. How are we doing otherwise? I think we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Let's see on our resources. This is all going up. So that's what you want to see, except the bread. Let's double check how we're doing on bread. Oh, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Good. So it is. We got even more money, and we are not able to go, as I said, on this side. See if we missed any islands, and maybe you go to Archipel. Okay. What happened there? Yeah, that's finished. We are now in positive of workforce, and so I think it's the perfect time probably to unlock some of these into workers, even if I see we had a problem of fish. Not workers, artisans, sorry. And by the way, artisans don't like fish, so that's also going to help. Why can't they be upgraded? Oh, they're low on fish, okay. Are we not fine? Yeah, we're not good on many of these. But look at this, my happiness is super high. So what we can do is boost many of these. It is reducing my happiness, but by not a lot compared to the total. We're still pretty much in nice positive. So let's see, fish now is fine, everything is fine. Yeah, we need more on flour. Everything else is good. So flour we have over here, let's go. We're going to start these 2 farms and put one more mill. Good. I want to upgrade that guy here. Okay. We're pretty low on steel because we're just buying this steel. Here we may need another house. Let's go. Okay. It is. We have found Madame Kaima, another of the AIs. She can sell also some interesting resources, including the rum. And we have also built our first frigate. Look at this. Pretty impressive, right? A lot of cannons on it. Love it. Looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. And with this, we're going to be able to start, transporting resources between our islands without the risk of, dying through pirates. So that's going to be pretty critical for us. Speaking of which, on this island of here, we're now making enough beer for this island. We're not making enough beer for the first island, right? So we would need to boost this. But I think first, we're going to bring a couple of these. Oh, there's really not a lot that we can bring because we're very low on steel. So actually, maybe let's bring some steel from this island. I'm sure we have a lot. And we can even make that a regular thing, let's create a first trade route. So we're going to use this ship. It is going to be, we're going to create a group already. We're going to call that Old World Intramat. So at the end of the day, you may have a lot of different routes. So you may want to first, right from the start, show kind of a good way to name them. For me, I usually put what is the region, then is it inside the region or does it go somewhere else? And then you put the name of the region it goes, and then what is it, right? Materials in this case. So we're gonna go from this island to that one, and maybe you can even go there. It's going to take, some resources. Let's start with some of these, more or less. In the future, maybe it can do even another one, but let's start with these two, and it will then deliver them in the other places. Oh, Beryl and Willie are now at war. Okay, interesting. So that means she's gonna try to take out this island there, potentially. I may want to take it before she does, otherwise that could be trouble in the future. So here it is. You can see the ship is going, right? It's going to start taking those resources and then start delivering them in other places. Beryl has a mission for us in the meantime. A destroy quest. She wants us to destroy the schooner there. Okay. I mean, it is pretty close to my frigate, so maybe the frigate will destroy it anyway. We have found everything over here, and I don't think... Oh, there is a very small island here. Let's find it just in case, and then I think it's going to be time to come back and maybe destroy that guy. Okay, so let's wait a couple of seconds. Now, how do you know if you're producing enough of beer, for example, for this island, for all of the workers that are on this island and want beer, but also for another island, like let's say this one, where we cannot produce the beer locally, but we still want to give it to our workers. We go again into Control Q, but instead of selecting one island, you can select multiple. Like if you know exactly the name, let's start renaming. So you're going to be Christophe. Thank you, Christophe, for your amazing support as a YouTube member. So we know that, this is Christophe, and then this is going to be Beard. Also, thank you, Beard, for your amazing support as a YouTube member. So now, as I said, we want to see for Beard and Christophe. So we press Control and click on it. You can also click on all islands, right? But in this case, let's be smart, just look at those two. And then we can look, okay, for the beer. Now, with the full production, we're going to make 4. We only need 3. So it is going to be fine. So we may want to start, that transfer of beer over here. What we may want to do, though, is... What is that? Oh, this is the intro. That's fine. So what we may want to do, though, is if we go over here, we're going to say, let's have a minimum stock of maybe 20. No, not 200, 20. This way... there will always be beer over here. Otherwise, if you don't do this, what's going to happen is your ship is going to come, it's going to take all of the beer, there will be nothing left until the other island is full. So that's why I would say do that. And yeah, now we have delivered some steel and some bricks. So let's get cracking with some artisans. We're going to upgrade all of these here to artisans. And with this, we have unlocked the airships around the globe. A lot of DLCs, you don't have to unlock those DLCs. But we will do it at some point. I see there's a mission here, so let's check it. This is Palenta, that's fine. A puzzle. Find Maria. Where is Maria? It seems that she is over here. Okay, easy, easy. And yeah, now we have a lot more. We've also unlocked Dockland. That's amazing. We got this mixer, sure. And with Tobias, you can tell me later. So yes, we have a lot of artisans. We've unlocked actually some new productions for the artisans too. right? Many things over here, including Dockland, the zoo. We have the medium harbor that has a public mooring, the repair crane, the pier, and the flamethrower, which is really good against wooden ships. So to defend against the current enemies, that could be really good for us. Two productions also, this is, the cannery, canned food, and the sewing machine. Both of these will require, the windows. So window is the next production in terms of material we're gonna want to do. You can put it in any island, but it requires 100 artisan. So it's better on an island that has artisans, basically. So we'll probably be doing it on this one over here. Now, that's gonna be definitely a big goal over here. But another big goal, I think, for us is gonna be to make sure that we have also access to other regions. We start unlocking other regions. If we look over here at our expedition, we could go to the New World and to Land of Lions. We're definitely gonna do those. That is, in my opinion, pretty critical. We have a small fire there, that is fine. And last but not least, we've also unlocked the post office, but this requires some aluminium. I don't remember if you can buy aluminium at Archie. You can buy bauxite, but I don't think you can buy aluminium anymore. I think that was before. But ladies and gents, I know it wasn't like crazy progress. We haven't unlocked engineers yet, but we now have 3 islands that are pretty well developed, 2 with a lot of artisans, great production, including the beer over here. We have started to make some weapons and therefore also some ships. Didn't I say I wanted a second ship? Interesting. I guess because I didn't have the resource. So we should probably soon boost a bit our weapon production. Let's go. And we can do that too. And do, wow. What's that? It is, no, it's fine. They're happy enough. They're happy enough so that we boost this weapon production and we're able to make more frigates and soon also ship of the line. Look at this, we need 750, we are at always 600 artisans. Thank you for watching, smash like button and stay tuned for the next episode tomorrow or maximum the day after.